say congratulations on
Thank
this
you so
upcoming
much.
series of the Runaways. Tell me why were you attracted and how you were approached to be on this very important Marvel project?
I got the audition at the beginning of the year, and I initially didn't know what it was. It just said Untitled Hulu Project, and I knew it has something to do with Marvel, but I kind of like forgot about that because I got too nervous. I was like, "Man, Marvel? Am I ever going to do that?" And I've always had like that big dream of being a superhero. And I remember at the beginning of the year, our parents, we do the list of our goals, and I wrote down, maybe superhero, and then I actually ended up getting it. So it was pretty amazing. I've been working so hard for this, and it kind of just made everything worth it moving from, Texas to LA.
And what about you?
Yeah, I got the same. I actually originally auditioned for Molly because originally she was the only one that was specifically Latina, and of course they were open to seeing anyone for any role. So I went in for Molly, and they were like, okay, no way we believe you're 14 years old. Why don't you read for this character? And then I read the description and was like, oh, this is me. This is just actually me, and I have to play this role. And from there, it was just easy. And Jeff Loeb, the famous story of he called us all and said, I'm going to say 3 words that change your life. Welcome to Marvel. But of course, I was so excited. I kept cutting him off at every word. I was like, yes, okay, yes. Yeah. And it was like, let me say the thing. I tell everyone.
And I was at my uncle's wedding, so I was like, I'm so happy. Thank you so much. Bye. I'm dancing. Bye. I gotta go. Thank you. Bye.
Just cry dancing at the party.
Did you have to do any research? I mean, The Runaways is not, the most popular Marvel property, but did you get like the whole series of comic books, or what's going on?
Definitely. Once I found out what I was actually going in for booking it, when I booked it, I found out that it was Marvel's Runaways. So I bought the whole collection. My dad took me to the comic book store with my mom and my sister. And with my sister, I remember this side note. She was like, she's going to play Molly in the new Marvel's Runaways. And they're like, yeah, but can you pay for it still? And I was like, cool. It's fine, Valentina, no worries. So I started reading it, and I fell in love how Brian K. Vaughan just modernized everything from he wrote it for such a long time ago, and it's so relatable to everything that's going on right now. So I did prep for it. I loved it, and I started reading not season 2, the second book, volume 2, but I focused on more volume 1.
Yeah, I had actually a very similar experience where I had a friend who has a friend who owns a comic book shop and was like, okay, we're going to go in and just download, just be like, I'm playing Gert in the new Runaways.
That's what Valentina was like.
And I had the purple hair that I couldn't show at the time, so it was like covered in a hat, and I walk in like down low, I'm like, hey, I was just looking for the Runaways comics. I don't know if you saw the casting announcement. I'm playing Gert. And she was like, great, that's $70. And I was like, oh, I haven't gotten paid yet. Okay. but yeah, I read the whole first one like 5 times, and then I stopped at a certain point in the second book. I don't know if you know what happens in it. I won't spoil it, but a certain character goes away, and then I just didn't find it worth it anymore.
I read up to Victor Mancha and Xavier.
Great.
It was dope.
Now, watching the TV series, you're slowly transforming into the comic book characters with the goggles, with the hats. I mean, did you get to keep anything, or how many hats do you get to wear?
I wear a lot of hats throughout the season, and fans, you won't be disappointed. I remember when the teaser trailer came out, everyone was like, Molly better be wearing that hat. And I'm like, just wait. I can't say anything, but just wait. So I couldn't keep anything, but Ariela, did you keep anything?
I did not. I wanted to. I asked.
We all asked, like, can I keep my hat?
Yeah. It goes into the secret Marvel vault, buried 1,000 feet underground, and no one will ever find it.
Deep into the ocean.
Yeah. Now, what about acting with Old Lace? I mean, what was that going to be like?
She's a star. I love so humble. She's ready to work. She's always on time, not a diva or whatever. Just kidding. She is amazing. I love animals, and I forgot that she was a puppet. That's how amazing it was, just to see the way her eyes moved, her nose moved, the reactions she came when we walked in, or just everything. Her movement was so agile and like beautifully like a dinosaur, which I've never, obviously we weren't alive when the dinosaurs were, born. Speak for yourself. But like you forgot that she was fake and she was just a dinosaur and she was innocent. It was amazing.
It's seriously another world. They have people literally pumping air in and out so you feel her breath. Like, it's so real. I had to remind myself, like, no, there are people working her. Hi, Peter. What's up? Because I would at times just be so fixated on her. I'd be like, you majestic being. And then remind myself she was not real.
When Peter didn't have the dinosaur, it freaked me out. I was like, where's old Lace? And he was just like, I have other things to do too, you know? It's fun.
Now, you two are playing sisters as a family, protocol here. It looks like you developed a pretty good synergy and chemistry between you two. Talk about how you two actually developed that and with the rest of the cast.
It was instantaneous, honestly. We got to set for the first camera test, and I pulled her aside, and we just got lost and walked around for a minute. Yeah, and that was it, basically. We went on sushi dates.
To, hey, you want to learn a little bit of bass chords?
Yeah,
hey, you want to listen to
brought
music?
my guitar and my bass on
because we
set.
both are musicians, and we love to sing and play around with each other. And she's like, hey, let me take a photo of you with your Polaroid camera. And then I would always be posing. She's like, I'm just testing the light, dude. And then, I remember it's uncanny how fast we got along, everyone together. And I remember on the last day, on the first day of our screen test, when I left, I was like, love you guys. And they were like, okay. Yeah, it was amazing.
But that's a funnier story.
Okay, terrific. And just to quickly wrap it up, could you tease us what we're going to be expecting for the fans for Marvel Runaways?
It's going to be legendary, epic, and a powerhouse show.
And how do you want to describe it?
God, she took all my words. No, it's very good, very exciting, and you get to see a lot of beautiful people.
Well, there you go. Hey. And they're posing. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you.